do. And I would love to be able to change that phrase. I have a picture in the book of holding a door open for somebody, and it says boys will be boys under it. And that is my dream, is that when we say boys will be boys, we mean they'll be gentlemen, they'll respect people. And I don't truly think that phrase will ever be that, but it would be nice. It's like a little pipe dream.
We can keep hoping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So. I just need to say, because this is on boys and because we're having a discussion, I disagree with you on that phrase.
Okay.
I do think that it has been co-opted often to excuse really heinous things. And I absolutely despise that. And, I agree, like so many of these things, no, there is not an excuse, and saying that or implying that because of somebody's gender that should be overlooked is, no, sorry, not relevant. Like, you did a terrible thing, period. My take on it, and I have 4 boys, is that I think, and maybe I'm wrong, I didn't live in the past, I really don't know the genesis of this phrase, but I have noticed that, boys developmentally, they are on a different track than girls, and their path to maturity is different than girls. And so there are things that are very typical for 6-year-old boys that most 6-year-old girls aren't doing. And I feel like the phrase was kind of meant to remind parents of that, parents and people working with boys, that you cannot expect a 6-year-old boy to just sit there for an hour and not want to run around and fidget. That's my take on it. I think I do agree that it's become a phrase that is so weighted with meaning all around that we're just better off not using it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could be right. I mean, I do think that that boys tend to be a little more wild and crazy, and by all means, like, we need to acknowledge that and accept that and figure out ways to handle it. The funny thing I've learned on my blog, and I've learned a lot from writing to other people, and I read so many comments, like I'll sit there and read the comments for way too long and obsess over them.
Before we go any further, make sure that our listeners know the name of your blog and can find you.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. My blog is Baby Sideburns. You can find it at babysideburns.com, although I would say that Facebook is kind of my main social media handle. It's Baby Sideburns on Facebook and on Instagram. And it's just an amazing, wonderful community of parents who can talk and be open, and hopefully we don't judge each other too much. But what I was saying was, every time that I say Holden's doing something, oh, he's such a boy, or he's just being crazy like a boy or whatever, I can't tell you how many comments I get from moms of daughters saying, my daughter does that. My daughter does that. My daughter does that. And I've really learned that I need to put the boy and girl labels away a lot more than I do. And that's when it comes to colors, when it comes to toys. And I talk about this in the book. Like, I'm never going to call a toy a boy toy ever again. And I said, the only way I'm going to call it a boy toy is it's got a big old wiener sticking out of it. And then it's probably not appropriate for any kid to be playing.